Good afternoon and welcome to postseason FGCL action here at Palmasola in Bradenton, Florida. It has been already quite a start to the postseason. 2 games, 2 walk-offs, and now we get, I think, the pitching matchup of the day, maybe the overall matchup of the day. The 10 seed Longboat Key Snowbirds versus the 7 seed Lakewood Ranch Rodeo. Glad that you're with us. Gray Robertson up here in the booth, doing the app, doing the book, doing the talking, and doing the scorebug. Excited for this one because we're getting the top 2 pitchers, in my humble opinion, in the FGCL. The pitcher of the year, starting for the Rodeo, Carly Meredith, against Mackenzie Duncan, the strikeout leader and one of the best arms in the league for the Snowbirds. Earlier today, we saw the Impact walk off the Sea Cows. That sets up a matchup at 2:30 against the Aquanauts. That'll be on this field. And then also, in a stunning development, the Queens score 4 in the bottom of the 7th to walk off the Skeeters 10-9. The Queens will play the Circus later on today. And now we've got Rodeo versus Snowbirds. And here's the starting lineup for the Longboat Key Snowbirds, coached by Jersey Newteal. They wrapped up the regular season at 6-10. And here's the lineup that Jersey has put together for this postseason game. Alistair Waters, the right fielder, will lead things off. Reese Green, the center fielder, bats second. Gracie Anderson, the catcher's in the 3 spot. Abby DeWaters, the third baseman, bats fourth. Kaya Cortez, first base in the 5 hole. Batting sixth is Lily Janesco, the left fielder. Batting 7th is Jada Holt, the second baseman. Gracie Ciccarello, the shortstop, bats 8th. And Bayla Mansfield, the DP, is in the 9 spot. And they are taking on the pitcher of the year in the FGCL, Carly Meredith, out of Virginia. A 1.16 ERA, 5-1 record, 36 1/3 innings, 19 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 11 walks, 49 Ks, and a strike to start from Meredith. Here we go, postseason. Snowbirds and Rodeo. Quickly 0-2 on Alistair Waters, who's batting .286. Does not have an RBI, does have a couple doubles, 9 runs scored. That one foul. It has been fascinating. I did not call a game in the 9:30 window, so I moved fields, and the intensity. Look, we're trying to get better. We're having fun in the regular season. Postseason, you can feel the vibe shift between all the teams. But if you ask most of us periphery folks, as Meredith gets a strikeout, 1 down. Staff and broadcast crew, the most common answers for who's your playoff dark horse. It's either been the Rodeo or the Snowbirds, which means this game means a lot. Defense for the Rodeo looks like this. Walls in left, Monaco in center, Haith in right. Shivert at third, Taylor at short, Herber at second, Henderson at first, Glover behind the plate as Reese Green takes ball 1. Green batting .282, 11 of 39. 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, 6 runs. As per usual, we would like to hear from you on the broadcast. So hit me up on Twitter at Gray_Robertson. Let me know where you're watching, where you're listening. We will shout you out if you tweet in. Maybe read your tweet. Green powers that to center and right to the waiting Monaco for the first out. Second out, beg your pardon. And in Step C, Defensive Player of the Year here in the league, Gracie Anderson out of Green Bay. Defensive Player of the Year, but she can swing it too. Strike 1 to her. She's batting .419. 18 of 43, 9 RBIs, a homer, 5 doubles, 5 runs scored. That's poked over to second. Herbert makes the play. Side retired. Carly Meredith does what pitchers of the year do. A 1-2-3, top of the first. Rodeo offense coming up for the first time in this postseason game on the other side here at Field 1. Welcome back to Palmasola Field 1. First time we're going to see the 7-seed Lakewood Ranch Rodeo, 7-8 in the regular season. Here is Allie Ledenham starting lineup. The All-Star Cash Herbert, second baseman, leads off. Sam Walls, the left fielder, bats second. Montgomery Henderson, first base, bats third. Grace Taylor, the shortstop's in the 4 spot, with Daniela Monaco, the center fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth is the pitcher, Carly Meredith. Carolyn Glover, the catcher, bats seventh. Riley Haith is in right, hitting eighth. And Lily Shivert, the third baseman, is in the 9 spot. They're facing in the circle the Penn State Nittany Lion, a freshman last year who leads the league in strikeouts, Mackenzie Duncan, an all-star here this summer, and it's deserved. She's probably got, actually definitely has, the most velocity in the league at 2.26 ERA, 43 and a third innings, 25 hits, 16 runs, 14 earned, 12 walks, and 72 strikeouts, a 4-1 record for Duncan. This is an interesting matchup because statistically, the Rodeo is just a little bit better in all areas, but they're pretty even overall. Rodeo is third in ERA, Snowbirds fifth. Rodeo 10th in batting average, Snowbirds 12th. So the question is, who can get to the ace quicker? All-Star Cash Herbert will start things off. Batting .424 this summer, 14 of 33, 5 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, 13 runs, 472 OBP. It's always interesting once we hit the postseason, how much does strategy come into play? Everybody's going to bat 9. We won't see people batting 10 anymore. Pitching changes will be less frequent. No set innings. It's going to be about winning. What gives you the best chance to win and stay alive? Three now. And a walk to start, so a free pass for Herbert. Here's the defense for the Snowbirds. Janesco is in left. Center field, Green. Alice DeWaters in right. Abby DeWaters at third. Ciccarello at short. Holt at second. Cortez at first. Anderson is behind the plate. And Sam Walls out of South Florida will step in. Batting .400, 12 of 30, 3 RBIs, a double, and 7 runs. One of those that just missed the All-Star team, but was certainly in consideration. Right now, Duncan is throwing 5 balls to start. One and two. Both these teams, because they came in the top 10, only have the one game today. But if they want to get to the championship, they would have to win 2 tomorrow. The winner of this game will face the 2 seed Rivermox. That game would be tomorrow at noon, right here at Field 1. Two. Slap to Ciccarello. She'll have to hurry. She does. Nice play on the 6-3. You have the speedy Herber standing on second for Oklahoma State's Montgomery Henderson, who's batting .379. 11 of 29, 6 RBIs, a homer, a double, a .514 on-base percentage. Time called. Anderson will go have a word with Duncan. The other field is underway as well. That's the 8-9 game, and it's kind of the opposite of this one. That is an offensive love fest. Fins and Loggerheads, 2 of the highest scoring teams in the league, 2 of the lower negative, not good ERAs in the league. 9 seed Fins, 8 seed Loggerheads battling it out over there with Tom on the call. No score in the first on field 2. Oh, Duncan. Took her a minute, but she's starting to heat up now. Strikeout of Henderson for out number 2. And in steps Grace Taylor out of Illinois, Chicago. Taylor's been pretty steady this summer, although the average just dipped now to 240, 6 of 25, 4 RBIs, a double, 4 runs. Had the conversation with a few folks last couple days. I think the best pitch in the FGCL this summer has been that Duncan curveball. She can move it both sides. She loves to come into righties with it. And she can mix the speed a little bit. That one foul. 1-2. Got her. Back-to-back Ks wrap up the inning, and here we go. Those top two arms show why I consider them that in the first inning. We go to the second. Scoreless here on field one. Postseason in the FGCL. Nothing quite like it. Second inning, Rodeo Snowbirds. Jersey Newteal is passing the camera, heading to the third base coaching box. I've dropped my pencil. Snowbirds bring up 4-5-6. Abby DeWaters, Kaya Cortez, and Lily Janesco against Carly Meredith, who needed just 12 pitches to mow through the top of the first. Now facing Abby DeWaters. Abby hitting .265, 9 of 34, 12 RBIs to lead the team, 3 home runs, 3 doubles, and 8 runs scored. It's in the air to left, heading foul, and it'll be caught on the trap by Walls for the first out. Now Notre Dame's Kaya Cortez, who's batting .200, 6 of 30, does have 5 RBIs, a home run, a double, and 6 runs. I gotta be honest, maybe of any hitter in the league, she's had the worst case of the atom. She has had some hard hit balls that have gotten taken away by really good defense. Strikeout for Meredith. Her second, 2 down. Lily Janesco trying to start something with 2 outs for the Snowbirds out of Western Michigan. Janesco batting 162. Foul ball. Tough luck there. 6 of 37, 4 RBIs, a double and a run. And Meredith is mowing him down. Carly's cooking. 3 strikeouts through 2. And we go to the bottom of the second here on field 1. Five, six, seven for the Rodeo here in the second inning. Monaco Meredith Glover against Mackenzie Duncan. Kicking it off with Daniela Monaco. The Mercer Bear, who's batting 300, 9 of 30, 2 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 runs. Mackenzie Duncan got off to kind of a tough start. 4-pitch walk to kick off the bottom of the first, but then back-to-back strikeouts on that wicked curveball to get out of a jam. See what Monaco, the lefty, can do. She'll take strike 1 to kick it off. One one. Clips the outer half, 1 and 2. Obviously, the biggest challenge for the Rodeo is going to be catching up with that velocity, or if they decide to go after the off speed, can they find a way to hit it? I've seen it thrown for a strike once. Mainly, it's kind of peppered around the zone by Duncan. In time, she missed upstairs, 2 and 2. And the biggest question of all in the postseason, whose defense can be sound? We saw unsound defense literally lead to a walk-off over on the other field. Both these teams are okay in the fielding percentage department. Rodeo 4th. Snowbirds right in the middle of the pack, but they're not going to have to make any plays if Duncan keeps getting strikeouts, 3 straight. And there's 1 down here in the second. Now Carly Meredith gets to try and help her own cause, batting .211, 4 of 19, 3 RBIs, a double, 3 runs. 2-1. When these teams met in the regular season, that was way back day 5, Wednesday, June 17th. The Snowbirds won it 3-1. I do believe that was the only meeting between these two. So I'm double checking the schedule just to make sure. Yep, just the one. More than one strikeout for Mackenzie Duncan. How about 4 straight? And she is absolutely on it right now. Carolyn Glover will look to snap the K streak. Glover out of Nevada. Batting .250, 5 of 27 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 3 runs. The curveball's just disappearing right now. Popped up. Catch made at first, and this pitching duel that we expected is exactly what we've gotten through 2 innings. The K streak comes to an end, but it's a clean inning for Duncan, and we go to the 3rd, all tied up at 0. 7-10 game here in the postseason in the FGCL. Neither ace has blinked so far after 2. Carly Meredith back out in the circle. 7-8-9 for the Snowbirds. Holt, Ciccarello, and Bela Mansfield. Jada Holt will start things off as gone in the portal out of Radford. Batting .182, 6 of 33, 5 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored here this summer. There goes Jersey to the third base coaching box. First pitch for Meredith. Misses a little away, 1-0. Fouled away, 2-2. Haven't checked Twitter yet, but I will soon. You can hit me up at Gray_Robertson. Let us know where you're watching, where you're listening. I'll look now before this 3-2. No tweets yet. That's all right. We do want to hear from you if you're watching, so let me know. I'm up here alone. Holt sends that towards the pavilion. Watch out, Tori. Ball 4. It's a nice walk drawn by Holt off a pitcher who has not walked many. They have a leadoff as a board, and now this is where strategy comes into play. Gracie Ciccarello, previously of Eckerd. Gotta think this is a bunt situation. Try and get Holt to second. Nope, she's swinging away. That's heading foul. Ciccarello is 2 of 30 this summer. Both hits have been singles. Has walked 6 times, so 222 OBP. But down 0-2. Ciccarello into it towards left. Catch made. It's unproductive. Oh no, it was dropped. But an out will be recorded. Everything's fine. Nothing Holt could do there. So it's just a fielder's choice. And it kind of didn't change my thought that I still would have bunted there. Bayla Mansfield. She pulled back the bunt. They'll say she went. 0-1 on Mansfield, batting .226, 7 of 31 with an RBI. .294 on base percentage. Definitely went there. And now the runner goes, and she is safe. Just got under the tag. So a stolen base for Ciccarello. That is something that we're going to see the Snowbirds do when they get the chance. They run more than anyone else in the league. They entered this game with 41 stolen bases. But Mansfield swings and misses. Strikeout for Meredith. 2 down. Back to the top of the order with Alice DeWaters, who struck out in the first. That went a little high. 1-0. First runner in scoring position. She did not go. For either team. Two and two. Carla Meredith redshirted this past year for Virginia, was a 3-time Gatorade Player of the Year out of her home state of Wisconsin. Waters fights that off. I'm very excited to see what she can do with UVA this spring. It's a team that already utilizes its full staff. I think Meredith is going to be very helpful. Dallas to Waters at the plate in the portal out of USF, trying to get a run in. She's worked it full. Ball 4. Couple walks in the inning, and here's Reese Green. Rodeo dugout really wanted that one. Time is called now. Update from the other field, the 8-9 game. They're in the third over there. No score, inexplicably. Finns and Loggerheads. Conversation over. Reese Green. Well hit fly out in the first inning to center field. Big moment. First of this game, really. Strike 1. Green loops that out towards right, but on the run. The catch is made by Haith to end the threat. Couple left aboard by the Snowbirds. We are still scoreless here in the third inning at field 1. Bottom of the third, 8-9-1 due up for the Rodeo in this scoreless ball game. Haith, Scheibert, and then Herber up at the top. Riley Haith out of Nevada. Take strike 1 from Mackenzie Duncan. Haith is batting .360, 9 of 25, 5 RBIs, 4 doubles, 4 runs, 452 on base percentage. Oh, and just stays a bit out, 1-1. Clip the outer edge, 1-2. That pitch is just so tough, especially when she tunnels it with her fastball. Two and two. Something has occurred on the other field. It sounds home runny. Another strikeout for Duncan. Ooh, let her cook. 5. And yes, indeed, a Ty Charlton 2-run homer has given the Fins a 3-0 lead in the third over the Loggerheads over at Field 2. Here it's Lily Shivert out of UMass with the bases clear, 1 out. Lily batting 179, 5 of 28, 6 RBIs, a homer, 3 runs. Got off to a tough start. I believe started 0 for 14, so has been hitting it much better lately. Had a couple hits in the last game of the regular season. Got her. First time through the order. 6 strikeouts for Duncan. Now back to the top with Herber, who walked on 4 pitches in the first. Really didn't get much to hit at all. Cache, much deserved all-star here this summer.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
It's always interesting, though, to see the adjustments. Sometimes Duncan has run into trouble second time through. Dirty. 2-2. on the ground over to first. Race for the bag is won by Cortez. Good hustle by Kaya over at first. And we've played 3, still scoreless here on field 1. This pitching duel is absolutely delivering. We'll see if someone can crack through in the 4th when we come back. As we go to the 4th, this is typically where I would do the line score for both teams. I don't have much to report. Snowbirds have left 2 on, Rodeo's left 1 on. That's it. So far, Carly Meredith's gone 3 innings, couple walks, 4 Ks, 46 pitches, 32 strikes. Looking like the pitcher of the year that she is. Facing 3-4-5, Anderson, Abby DeWaters, and Kaya Cortez here in the 4th. Little low, 1-1. Anderson grounded out earlier. All Horizon League selection last season for the Phoenix of Green Bay. Defensive Player of the Year. Had a couple hits in the All-Star game. Three and one. Anderson's been the most consistent bat this summer for the Snowbirds. And Meredith's put her on. A walk to kick off the 4th. Back-to-back leadoff base runners for the Snowbirds against Meredith. And now Abby DeWaters, who fouled out to left in the 2nd. This is where the bunting conundrum kind of comes into play. There are not a ton of pop hitters in this lineup. DeWaters is one of them. Again, in a pitcher's duel, I would say move the runner, get her to scoring position, give yourself every chance to score. But I kind of think you got to let Abby DeWaters swing away. And that seems to be the plan. Now she's down 0-2. Rise goes high, 1-2. Popped foul. It's in the dirt. Count runs full onto Waters. Payoff from Meredith. Ooh, did she go? I think you gotta ask. You gotta ask the question. No one did. Ball 4. Well, now, I think this is an easy one. First and second, nobody out. Kaya Cortez up. She struck out in the second. I think you got a bunt. See if the Rodeo defense is up to the task. Okay. 1-0. See if Kaya Cortez can prove me wrong. That one fouled. Not that I don't have faith in Cortez to get a hit. I think, again, she can. She's got great pop. But in a game like this, a pitcher's duel, I think 2 runs might win it, honestly. And how you get those 2 runs doesn't matter. You just got to get them. There's the bunt. It's foul. And now the bunt is off. 1-2. I just think if you're going to do it, you got to go all in. Got her. Strikeout number 5 for Carly Meredith. And there's the first out, and both runners are still where they were to start. With Lily Janesco, who also struck out in the second, due up. This time shows bunt from the beginning, and it's foul. 0-1. Pops up the bunt, and no chance to double up anybody. That time it doesn't work out. And here's Jada Holt with 2 outs. She walked pretty good plate appearance in the third. Did a lot of that. Fouled off pitches, worked the count. It was one of the longer ABs. Kind of the first real true battle against Meredith. Now 0-2. We got a minute. Let's check on the other field. Top of the fourth, 3-0 Finns over the Loggerheads. Fascinating. Loggerheads offense struggling to put it together. Ooh. Just missed. 1-2. I like that spot a lot. A great deal, actually. Winner of this game will face the Rivermocks tomorrow, right here at Field 1 at noon Eastern Time. Next up on this field, we've got the Impact and the Aquanauts at 2:30. 2-2 for Meredith, just off the end of the bat. Holt stays alive. Full count. This is very reminiscent of the first time Holt and Meredith faced off. And it's another walk for Jada Holt to load the bases. Meredith has walked him loaded. Glover will go have a word. A couple of these are pretty close, but Holt's doing a great job knowing her zone, knowing the zone. And a big moment for Gracie Ciccarello, who's 0 for 1, heading to a fielder's choice in the third. So here we go, Ciccarello. Does not have an RBI this summer. This would be a heck of a time to get her first. Ball one. Bunts it. It's foul. Oh, I love the idea. I absolutely love it. But it just leaped foul. If you haven't noticed, I'm all about just score. I mean, I really don't care how it's done. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just find a way to get a run across. And Meredith gets out of a jam. It's hard to score when you got a pitcher with toughness like that. Carly Meredith leaves them loaded. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Can the Rodeo offense find something? See if it's against Mackenzie Duncan or somebody else when we come back. Just heard from the Snowbirds dugout. I can't tell you who said it, but somebody just said as they were coming out in the field, dang, this is a heck of a game. Editorializing a little bit, but the sentiment is correct. No score in the bottom of the fourth. Mackenzie Duncan back out to work in the circle. 3 innings, a walk, 6 strikeouts. 47 pitches, 28 strikes. 2, 3, 4 taking a look at her. Walls, Henderson, and Taylor. Sam Walls grounded out in the first inning. The base runner is a little bit harder to come by for the Rodeo. Carly Meredith just got out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of this inning. Got to get a loose practice ball out of the playing area. Looks like we're good. Here we go. Walls is very versatile. A lot of ways she can beat you. Swing away, play a small ball game. There was pregame a little bit of concern about how many innings Duncan could go. She's got that ankle brace on. But she has looked at her best here today. Walls in the air to left. This will be caught by Janesco for the first out. And in steps Oklahoma State's Montgomery Henderson, who struck out in the first. Freshman last year for the Cowgirls. Couple pitches away. Let's see if that one's inside. Yep. Ooh, we called it a ball. She went. Yep. They'll go down and look, and indeed it's a strikeout. Number 7 for Duncan. 2 away. Grace Taylor struck out in the first. Best part about picking the broadcast schedule for the announcers is I always get first crack. And as soon as the bracket came out, I said, I am going to be at Field 1 at noon. My reasoning has been backed up by the performance from Duncan and Meredith through nearly 4 complete. This is what postseason softball is supposed to feel like. Come down to great start in the circle, check. Great defense so far, check. And then the clutch hit. Who's going to get it? Two from Duncan to Grace Taylor. Popped. That's going to get out of play. Glad you're with us here at Field 1. Gray Robertson up here riding solo. Softball America, CTSN, SC Network Plus, lots of other things. With our casting crew, producer Gracie, who's working down there, producer Aubrey. Taylor looking for a gap, and that'll find the base of the fence. She's thinking 2, and she is safe with a 2-out double. First hit of the ball game goes to the Rodeo. And they've got a 2-out opportunity here in the 4th. Can Daniela Monaco bring her in? She struck out in the 2nd. It was a pretty long at-bat against Mackenzie Duncan. Big-time hit. Big-time swing for Grace Taylor. Really simplified things. That's her 2nd double of the summer. Little low. 1-0. Oh, just disgusting. 1-1. Anderson holds on to it. Now we'll go have a word with Duncan. Two. Slap foul. Slap to short. Ciccarello. Good throw. Inning over. First bit of pressure. Duncan his face in a little bit. We had our first hit of the ball game, and that's all. 1 runner left on, and after 4, we are all square at 0. What a ball game. The 10 and the 7 seed battling it out here at Field 1. Carly Meredith back to work. 9-1-2 due up for the Snowbirds. It's Wheatley coming in for Mansfield, and then Alistair Waters and Reese Green. Reagan Wheatley batting 200, 6 of 30, 2 RBIs, a double, 3 runs. 273 on base percentage, helped out by 3 hit by pitches. Run outside. Good 0-2. Snowbirds have certainly had more chances. Rodeo had a good one just now in the 4th. Wheatley! Oh my goodness! Right underneath Taylor at short. Need to watch that again just to double check how to score it. I don't think Taylor touched it, and I think that's unfortunately. Oh, a shot to first, double play. You know what? I think Taylor did touch it, but the double play, it's all good. Now it's Meredith with the PFP. Reese Green is retired. What a wild inning that was. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, still tied up at 0. Mackenzie Duncan back to work. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Rodeo here in the 5th. Carly Meredith struck out earlier against Duncan. No score, bottom 5. Meredith, Glover, Haith. That one's foul. 2-1. Pitcher versus pitcher. Duncan versus Meredith. They've dueled well in the circle. And now Meredith is going to find a gap, going opposite way. She thought about 2. She'll stay at first. But it's a leadoff single, second hit today for the Rodeo. And Sam White will come in and run for Meredith. As Carolyn Glover comes in. She popped out to first base in the second. I think I'll go back to my earlier thought. This feels like a bunt. Haven't seen that piece executed really by either team so far. And we're swinging away 1-0. The later we go, it feels. I thought 2 would be enough. I kind of think 1 might be at this point. So just get them in. However, there it is. Beautiful. It'll have to be Duncan. The flip is in time, but Glover executes. That is how it's done. And now, can the Rodeo cash in? Riley Haith struck out in the third. This is the third time in this game Rodeo has had a runner in scoring position. The second time it's happened with less than 2 outs. That's popped foul. 1-1. Nice. 1-2. I really think both Meredith and Duncan have looked as sharp as I've seen them this summer. Meredith's had a little bit of strike zone control issues, but she's been tough and gritty, and that's what you want to see. That's out towards center field. It's caught. White has to stay. 2 down. Contact is getting much better against Duncan, but still nothing in. Can Lily Scheibert change the calculus? She struck out in the third. The last strikeout that Duncan had was Henderson in the 4th inning. 5 batters doesn't seem like a lot, but it does for Duncan. It's a great snare by Anderson, 1-1. This will be Duncan's 80th pitch right here. Hard not to be impressed by what we've seen continuously in this game between these two. 1-2 from Duncan. Got her! And a let's go as she heads back to the dugout. Strikeout secured to get us scoreless to the 6th. What a duel. Who's going to come up with the hit? We'll find out. Snowbirds have the chance next in the top of the 6th inning. After 5 innings, Carly Meredith back out. 80 pitches so far. She's given up 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, 51 strikes out of those 80 pitches. And a first pitch strike to Gracie Anderson. It's Anderson, Abby DeWaters, and Cortez. This is that part of the order that eventually got the bases loaded in the 4th, but could not get anything across. Oh, dastardly 1-2. Oh, goodness. That time the rise goes high, 2-2. A little bit more energy in the Snowbirds dugout. Jersey Newteal was trying to get everybody a little more fired up. She was yelling encouragement and saying, we've got to help out Mac, Mackenzie Duncan. But Meredith has been absolutely on it. Strikeout number 7. We've got 15 combined Ks in this game. 1 down. There's Abby DeWater. She's walked. Fouled out to left in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th. First pitch popped up. A couple players go for it. It ends up being Henderson for out number 2. Over on the other field, top of the sixth, Finns up 6-0 on the Loggerheads. Jericho Tate is apparently pitching a gem. Kaya Cortez swings and misses at the first pitch. She struck out twice today. That is sent on the left side, out of play. Ooh, look out. Change a little high, 1-2. Meredith gets a couple Ks in the inning, and she keeps on shoving. 3 up, 3 down here in the sixth to the home half. Rodeo looking to get on the board. Bottom of the sixth for the Rodeo in this scoreless ball game. Top of the order. And strike one to Cash Herber against Mackenzie Duncan. Duncan 0 for 1, I beg your pardon, Herber 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out today. One and one. It's Herber, Walls, and Henderson. In this battle of the top 2 arms in the league. The 2 lowest whips have backed it up. 2 total hits in this game. Walks have been a little bit more of an issue for Meredith, but she's left everyone who's been on base on base. Two and two. Checking on the activities at the other field. Top of the sixth, Finns 6-0 over the Loggerheads. Herber up the middle. Base hit smacked right past Duncan, and the leadoff is aboard. And now I get look, bottom of the sixth. Don't overthink this. You've got a great bunter coming up. I'm going to keep advocating for it until someone executes. Walls is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out, but this is not a hard decision. There it is. Over to third. Throw to first in time. Sacrifice executed. That's how you do it. So second straight inning, leadoff has reached. They moved her over with the sacrifice. Now, can the big hit come? Montgomery Henderson has struck out twice today. She's been one of the steadiest bats in this lineup. Looking to find one. Base hit would most likely do it with Herber's speed. Oh, Herber's going! And she's safe. Oh, that was risky. And now everything changes here. Time called. It's a gutsy play by Cash Herber, running on the Defensive Player of the Year over at third. And the defense had a shot there. For the Rodeo, this is the ideal situation. Henderson up. Herber with great speed over at third. Duncan has got to be at her best. She has pitched a gem today. I think gone a lot further in this game than a lot of people in the Snowbirds dugout thought she would, because she's nursing that injury. Bunt popped up. Again, love the idea. 1-1. That was pitch 90 for Duncan. 1-1 to Henderson. Trying again. That was up and away. And, ooh, boy, could have had Herber at third. 2-1. They're going to try again. Don't think so. And that's a strike. 2-2. Henderson swings and misses. What a pitch from Duncan. Gutsy. 2 down. And now Grace Taylor, who had the first hit for the Rodeo, a double back in the fourth. She struck out in the first. Can Mackenzie Duncan Houdini her way out of this one? One and one. You can feel the tension. Duncan shook off a couple. Now she's ready. The 1-2 to Grace Taylor. Got her! Oh! Mackenzie Duncan! She is that girl. Back-to-back strikeouts to send us to the 7th, tied up at 0. Wow. To the 7th, and what I'm going to go ahead and deem is the game of the summer so far. This is just exactly what you want. The theater has been outstanding. Meredith and Duncan dueling like you would hope. Two of the best arms in the league would. Now can the Snowbirds capitalize on the momentum? Janesco, Holt, and Ciccarello, 6, 7, 8. This part of the order has struggled a little bit, although Holt has probably had the two best plate appearances overall. Janesco, a strikeout and a pop-out today. Ground ball to second base. One down. And here is Holt. She's walked twice, both times really good battles. Second time she fell down 0-2. Battled back. She's down 0-1 here. In the bottom of the 7th, the Rodeo will have the middle of the order. 5, 6, 7, Monaco, Meredith, and Glover. Will it be tied at 0? Will there be a run in? It's up to the Snowbirds offense. Little low. 2-1. Holt skies that. I think it's going to get out of play. Indeed. While we wait for the game balls to come in, quick check on field 2. 8-0 in the 6th. Fins up, trying to run rule. Called strike 3. That is the first K looking for Meredith. 2 away. She's been getting stronger as this game's gone on. Now facing Ciccarello, who's 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a strikeout. That's in the air towards center, and that'll fall for a base hit. That is the first hit of a day for the Snowbirds. Man, you wonder, was that a diveable opportunity for Monaco? Oh, boy. But it's not. It's a hit. And now Reagan Wheatley. 0-1. She reached on an error in the 5th. Somewhat controversial-ish, but as the official score, it's up to me. Fair ball. Tap on the bag from Henderson, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Snowbirds do get their first hit of the ball game, but nothing across, and the Rodeo can walk it off and move on to the next round. They'll have 5, 6, 7 due up. Bottom of the 7th up next here on field 1. All right, here's the opportunity for the Rodeo. Trying to walk it off and move on to the next round. The Rivermocks wait tomorrow on this field at noon. Monaco, Meredith, and Glover. Mackenzie Duncan has pitched her heart out today. 97 pitches in this ballgame. She's gone the full way. It's been quite the effort. 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts in those 6 innings. The one dilemma is she keeps putting herself in trouble. The leadoff batter has reached 3 times in this game and in the last 2 frames. Monaco's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out. Called strike. Changeup floats in. 1-1. Slapped and caught by Ciccarello. What a play it short by Gracie Ciccarello for the first out. That's how it's done. Just continuing the brilliance of this game. Carly Meredith, 1 for 2, strikeout and a single. Oh, and 2. Remember, if we do go to extras, ITB rules are in effect. So both teams will start with the runner at second. Rodeo hoping it doesn't come to that. Carly Meredith hoping it doesn't come to that, but that's foul. Swing and a miss. Give Mackenzie Duncan 11 strikeouts. And here's Carolyn Glover, 0 for 1 with a pop out and a sacrifice bunt. Change up for a strike. Two and one. Count goes full on Glover. Riley Haith waits on deck. Rodeo trying to end this in regulation. Kenzie Duncan trying to literally pull her team into extras. She's been awesome today, getting out of jam after jam, pretty much starting in the 4th inning. In every inning since then, the Rodeo has had a runner in scoring position. And a runner in scoring position in the 1st. In fact, all 4 runners left on base have been stranded in scoring position by the Rodeo offense. Another payoff. Another foul ball. Outside, great walk drawn by Glover. Winning run on base. And Cam Allen will come and run. Riley Haith swings and misses at the first pitch. Haith today is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. Cam Allen over at first base. Does have a few stolen bases this summer, not a ton. I would not recommend that against Anderson behind the dish. She's got one. This is a rodeo team that does not run a lot. Really, it's Herber does the majority of that. The 0-2 to Haith. Foul back. We will do it again. Got her. Oh, Mackenzie Duncan. Come on now. We've got extras. ITB in effect. To the 8th we go. What a ball game. Scoreless here on field 1. What a 7 innings, and we couldn't decide, so we're going to the 8th. ITB in effect. Mansfield starts at 2nd. Top of the order due up for the Snowbirds. Alice DeWaters, Reese Green, Gracie Anderson. For Carly Meredith, it has been quite the show. The pitcher of the year has displayed why she got that honor. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts, 100 pitches, 66 strikes. And this is, you would think, an auto bunt for Alice DeWaters. She shows it. She gets it down. Shivert cuts it off. Everything is done well. Mansfield still at 3rd. That's how it's done. Now, what happened? Wow. So a call of coach's interference means 2 outs. That is absolutely brutal. But if you watch the replay, oh no, Reese Green with a base hit. That would have done the job. Now can the Snowbirds find a way to get past it? If you watch the replay, Mansfield, when she got to third, stopped, reached out, and touched Jersey Newteal at third base. That's what the umpire saw. He ruled coach's interference. Swing and a miss by Gracie Anderson after the hit by Reese Green, which, by the way, all right, you take everything out. Yes, that would have gotten a run on the board. But importantly, in the now facts of it, she extends this inning and brings up one of the best hitters on the Snowbirds. Anderson is 0 for 2. Ground out, walk, and a strikeout today. Two and one. Anderson towards left center. Well hit and gone! Nothing stopping that. Gracie Anderson with the first runs of the game on a 2-run shot. The swing of the summer from Gracie Anderson with 2 outs. After a brutal mistake, got that second out on the board. It's Gracie Anderson following a Reese Green single with a 2-run homer. Wow. And now strike one on Abby DeWaters, who's 0 for 2. Foul out, walk, and a pop out. Now we look ahead, right, to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Rodeo. Unbelievable swing from Anderson. DeWaters gets into it out to center field. That's well hit. The center fielder fell, and it didn't matter. Back-to-back jacks. 3-0 Snowbirds. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Abby DeWaters to straightaway center. Now Kaya Cortez swings and misses at the first pitch. DeWaters just hit her 4th home run of the summer, following Anderson's 2nd. For a team that did not have a hit until the 7th inning, it's 3-0 Snowbirds. Now the Rodeo will have the bottom of the 8th. But with it being 3, bunting is off the table now when you start that runner at second base. You got to go, go, go. Strikeout for Meredith. That ends the inning. But the Snowbirds do the dadgum thing. 3-0, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. Can the Rodeo find some magic? They need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Haith starts on second, 9-1-2 for the Rodeo. They need 3. Lily Scheibert, first pitch strike. Mackenzie Duncan, back in the circle. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 12 Ks. Now 117 pitches and 77 strikes. Scheibert has struck out twice today. It's Scheibert and then the top of the order. The all-star Herber and Sam Walls with Henderson and Taylor waiting behind. That's going to take everybody here. They need 3 to tie, 4 to win. But 3 is the number they have to get to keep the summer going. Duncan can't be touched right now. Strikeout. Number 13 for out number 1. Back to the top of the order with Cash Herber. Probably been the best rodeo bat all day. A walk in the first, ground out in the third, single in the 6th. That, I think, is one of those moments that really stands out here. The 6th inning, runner at third, 1 out. Rodeo could not get her in. Upstairs, 1-1. Coming up next on this field, we have another game for which I am very excited. It'll be the Impact and the Aquanauts. We're probably not starting at 2:30. Herber offered 2-2. It's probably going to be ball 3. On the ground to Ciccarello. Good stop, great throw. 2 away. Sam Walls, 0 for 2. Ground out, fly out, and a sacrifice bunt. Slapped foul. Over on the other field, they're still going. Bottom of the 7th, it's 9-3 Finns over the Loggerheads. Loggerheads hanging around, but it's with 2 outs looking a little bleak over there. Oh my goodness, I almost hit Henderson. 0-2. Holy cow. Oh, 2. Fouled off. Popped up. Is it in play? No, it is not. Another 0-2. Slap to short. Ciccarello to first base, and the Snowbirds have done it. And it's all because of what Mackenzie Duncan did in the circle. An 8-inning complete game shutout, and the Snowbirds win it 3-0 to advance to the next round. What a ball game, and what a duel. Tip of the cap to both pitchers. Carly Meredith and Mackenzie Duncan gave it their all today and delivered what we had hoped we would see in a game like this. The summer ends for the Rodeo at 7-9, but Carly Meredith was just so much fun to watch, and a major shout out to that entire team. The Snowbirds, they keep on dancing. They advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow against the Rivermocks. Field 1 at noon Eastern time. So again, noon Eastern time tomorrow. Against the 2-seed Rivermocks. Man, what a win. The losing pitcher, because somebody has to be, is Carly Meredith. 8 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. They were all in the 8th inning. 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. But the story is Mackenzie Duncan. 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 13 strikeouts, 129 pitches, 87 strikes. What's it going to look like tomorrow for the Snowbirds? I don't know. That's a tomorrow problem for Jersey New Teal. Today, it's a win to stay alive, keep the summer going, and set up a matchup with the Mocs tomorrow. Many thanks to the Rodeo for all that they did here this summer for us. What a ball game. It was really great to get to know a lot of those kids. For everyone from the FGCL, I'm Gray Robertson saying so long. We have another game on this field, and I can't wait to see it. It will be the Impact versus the Aquanauts. And that'll be coming up in about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see you then, everybody. Have a great day.